So today I'm doing this Khloe Kardashian inspired makeup tutorial from the Cosmopolitan cover. A lot of you guys have asked me to do a tutorial on this look, and I absolutely love Khloe. She's my favorite Kardashian, and I love the look she was wearing. It's super lashy. It's all about the lashes and the nude lips, and just Khloe looks goddamn amazing lately. So yeah, today I decided to recreate her look, and if you want to know how to look like this, now please stay tuned. Okay guys, so the first thing I'll be doing is taking my MAC Prep and Prime Natural Radiance in Radiant Yellow, and with this I'll be prepping my face for all the foundation that we're going to put on top. I'm going to use a sort of medium to full coverage foundation because we're doing a Kardashian look. So I want to moisturize and prime really well so that the foundation looks really nice over top. Okay, this wig has got to go for a second because it's driving me nuts. Alright. Let's do makeup. Is anyone else like that when doing your makeup? I always want my hair to be out of the way and not even near my face when I do my makeup. So, okay. You're gonna have to bear with this for a while. As I said, the Kardashians love their full coverage makeup, so I go for the Studio Fix Fluid Foundation by MAC in NC15 today. This is actually my first time trying it. So I'm first just gonna dot this on my skin. And with my Sigma F88, I'm buffing this in. No, that's pretty. For concealer, I'm of course using my Pro Longwear by MAC in NC15. And this is going, of course, underneath my eyes, bridge of my nose. And then with my Real Techniques sponge, I'm going to buff this all in. And I'll explain why I'm back to using a sponge instead of my Sigma F86 in a later video. It's for a great reason, but just hang on to that. I will tell you later on in a different video. Then I'm picking up a little bit of my Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder, and I'm setting my under eye area with that. Then I'm gonna do brows and one eye off camera, and then I will be back. So as always, the first thing I'm gonna do for my look is apply a base, and I'm using my MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot for this. And I like to lay that down with a brush first and blend in with a finger. Okay, now I'm going into the Tartelette eyeshadow palette by Tarte, and I'm mixing two colors together for my crease color, and that are Force of Nature and Wanderer. And I'm just gonna begin by placing this on the outer part of my eyes. So lid and crease, just on the outer portion. And I like to take some more and start building up that outer portion right here. And then what I like to do is start swooping it into the crease and further in. But not too far because we're going to keep it till like halfway of the eyes. I'm also going to go ahead and blend this color out more up towards my brows and also point it out a little bit more. Then from that same Tartelette palette, I'm mixing Wanderer with Dreamer. And I'm applying this really close to the roots of my lashes with a fluffy brush. And we're basically mimicking step one, where we dust the shadow on the outer portion of our eyes. Slowly but surely, work your way up with that and just keep blending it. Keep it really soft and diffused. Then with a clean brush, I'm going to blend away any harsh edges. For the lid, I'll be using a pigment by The Balm, and this is called No Money, No Honey. And this is going onto the inner portion of the eye, meeting with the browns we just applied, and then kind of whisk it in to the brown. I'm also applying this to my inner corners because Khloe was glammed and glowy. So for the lower lash line, I'm again taking that Tartelette eyeshadow palette by Tarte, and I'm taking the colors Dreamer and Power Player. And I'm starting off very thin on the lower lashes, Now, depending on your eyes, you can go as thick or as thin with this as you like. I personally love it when my under eye area is a little bit more low down and smoked out because it makes my eyes appear bigger. Now, if you feel like that doesn't suit your eyes, then keep it tight and keep it small. With a bigger fluffy blending brush, I'm taking Wanderer and smoking it down. Now I'm going to take the Ben 9 Neutralizer Cream Crayon in Ultra Light, and I'm running this on my waterline. And then now for the key feature of this entire look were the lashes. So I'm going to use the Ardell 113 for my top lashes. And besides a whole lot of mascara on the bottom lashes, I'm also going to apply falsies. These are by House of Lashes, and these are called Precious. So I'm going to put the lashes on off camera, but I do have a full tutorial on it, so I will link that down below, and I'll be right back. Okay, so for the cheeks today, I'm going to go for that classic Kardashian contour, spelled with a K, contour with a K. So the first thing I'm going to do is contour, of course, using my Illamasqua, let me open it. Oh my god. Illamasqua eyeshadow in Heroin, and just place it right underneath your cheekbones. And start blending and diffusing it out. And then to make it look a little bit more natural, I'm going to swoop this in towards my nose. And that will make this portion here look less fake because it's so light there. So kind of swoop it into your nose. And then also to make my lips look more prominent, I'm going to take that same powder and a Stigma pointed crease brush. I'm going to go right underneath my bottom lip, like And if you apply a contour shade there, it makes the illusion as if your bottom lip is bigger, and it creates that shadow because it's so big. Okay, then for bronzer, I'm going to take Refined Golden by MAC, and I'm just going to take a bigger fluffy brush and then warm up my face even more. So just with the tips of the brush, I'm very lightly going to warm up my complexion, and I just buff it out from the contour going up into the cheeks and the temples. Then for blush, I'm going to go in Milani's Luminoso. I've been loving this one. And this is going right on the apples of the cheeks, blending back into the contour and the bronzed parts. Then for highlight, you want to go super glowy because Khloe looked super glowy. So what I'm going to use for this is Becca's Shimmering Skin Perfector in Moonstone. And I'm first going to highlight the tip of my nose. And then also the bridge, like the little swoop of my nose. Cupid's bow, very important. And then of course the highest points of my cheekbones. And then now for a typical Kardashian trick is to grab some loose powder. And I guess we've all seen the pictures of Kim or Khloe where they had like a really light powder underneath their contour, underneath their eyes, on their nose, forehead, basically everywhere. And it's a really thick layer of powder gunked up on the skin. And that is what drag queens call cooking or baking the powder. And what that will do is once you put the powder on, it will actually highlight and clean up the part where you apply it to. So let's say if you want your contour to be a little bit more prominent and you want this line to be a little bit more clean, what you can do is, this is the trick. Here we go with the trick. You take light powder. This is by Makeup Studio. This is number 1. And you take as much powder as you can and you line it up against the contour line, and that will clean up and highlight it in a way. So whenever you see a picture of a celebrity or me or whoever with a very light powder underneath their contour and it's very thick, it's that they're cooking or baking their highlighting powders, letting it set, and that will clean up their contour lines and their skin. So I'm gonna jump over to lips right now, letting this set, and afterwards I will brush it all off. So onto lips, the first thing I'm gonna do is align them to give them more volume. I'm using a mixture of the MAC lip pencil in Strip Down, but I'm also taking a little bit of the LA Girl Endless Semi-Permanent Auto Lip Liner in Natural. So these two are gonna be the products that will make my lips appear larger. Then the lipstick I'll be using is Flash Pot by MAC. And now going in with Nude by LA Girl to give the lips more depth. Okay, what I'm going to do now is take a brush and wipe away the powder that we used for the cooking method in one direction. So, whoop, whoop. Okay, two directions, I don't care. And as you can see, that drastically cleaned up the line underneath my contour. It made it super precise, super clear, but still beautiful and almost photoshopped, really. And that, guys, concludes this Khloe Kardashian on the cover of Cosmopolitan makeup tutorial. I hope you enjoyed. For a full list of every single product mentioned and used, go to my website, Nikkietutorials.com. You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. That all is Nikkietutorials. As always, don't forget to subscribe and like this video if you liked it. Help me reach the people in the world. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys, and hopefully I will see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye. Hey guys, so today I'm bringing you my 2014 hits and a God knows. What were my favorite products of 2014 and what happened in 2014, plus a compilation of oh my oh God knows. You're gonna be in for a treat with this one.